They called you weak. They laughed when you failed. They watched you fall and assumed this was the end. But listen carefully. This is not the story of a loser. This is the moment the loser's era ends. Luffy didn't win because he was the strongest. He won because he refused to accept defeat as his fate. Every punch that dropped him, every time the world stood above him, he stood back up. Not because it was easy, but because giving up was never an option. You think legends are born confident? No. Legends are born when everything is against them, and they say, "I'm still moving forward." Luffy wasn't fearless. He was scared. He was bleeding. He was tired. But he had something stronger than fear. A decision. The decision that today, the excuses stop, the doubts die, the old version ends. This is not motivation. This is a declaration. If you're still breathing, your story isn't over.
Let's be honest. You're not tired because you're lazy. You're tired because you've been fighting alone. You tried. Again and again and again. And every time you thought, this is it. This is my moment. Life hit harder. Just like Luffy, he lost his crew, lost his strength, lost his confidence, standing there, powerless. The pain wasn't the loss. The pain was realizing he wasn't strong enough yet. That moment when you ask yourself, why am I the only one still struggling? Why does it look easy for everyone else? You scroll, you compare, you doubt yourself in silence. No one sees the nights. You fight your own mind. No one sees the days. You show up broken, but still show up. That's not weakness. That's a warrior being forged. Luffy cried. He screamed. He broke down, but he didn't quit. Because deep inside, he knew one truth. This pain is temporary. Regret lasts forever. You are not behind. You are being prepared. Every loss, every failure, every almost. It's sharpening you. And the world that doubted you, they don't know what's coming next. Then one day, something changes. Not the world. You. You realize something dangerous. No one is coming to save you. No apology. No shortcut. No miracle. And instead of breaking you, that truth frees you. Just like Luffy, after losing everything, he didn't ask for sympathy. He asked himself one question: what must I become to protect my dream? That's the moment strength is born, not when you win, but when you decide, I will never be weak like this again. You stop complaining. You stop explaining. You stop waiting for motivation. Discipline replaces excuses. Focus replaces noise. You train when no one is watching. You improve in silence. Because you finally understand power isn't loud. Power is consistent. Every small effort, every lonely step, it's building something inside you. A version of you that can't be shaken. A version of you that doesn't beg for respect, it takes it. And from this moment on, you don't need approval. You have a mission. From this point on, you don't explain yourself. You don't chase validation. You don't ask, do you believe in me? You ask, are you ready to watch me win? Because losers talk. Winners move in silence. Pain, good. Pain means you're paying the price for a future most people are too scared to chase. Remember Luffy. He never begged the world to accept him. He declared his dream and bled for it. Train when you're tired. Show up when it's boring. Push when your mind screams stop. That's where monsters are made. You don't need perfect conditions. You need unbreakable standards. No more half effort. No more tomorrow. Every day is a battlefield. And you either conquer it, or you get conquered by excuses. This is the end of comfort. This is the end of excuses. This is the end of the loser era. Say it in your head, I don't quit. I adapt. I overcome. The storm inside you is waking up. They thought you were finished. They saw you fall and assumed you'd stay down. Just like Luffy, knocked out, bleeding, laughing through the pain. Because real warriors don't rise when it's easy. They rise when their back is against the wall. This is the moment nobody sees. No applause, no support, no shortcuts. Just you and the choice to stand up one more time. You start waking up earlier. You train harder, quieter. Your circle gets smaller. Your focus gets sharper. Every loss becomes data. Every scar becomes proof. Every tear becomes fuel. This is not revenge, and this is evolution. Luffy didn't come back to prove people wrong. He came back to protect his dream, and so do you. Your comeback won't be loud. It will be inevitable. One day, they'll feel the shift. They'll ask, when did he become this strong? And you'll know the answer. It was here, in the silence, in the grind, in the moment you refuse to quit. This is where legends are forged. This is where the weak version of you dies. The ground is shaking. Your time is coming. There's a pain no one talks about. Not the pain of failure, but the pain of walking alone, while everyone else walks away. Luffy felt it, standing there without strength, without answers, yet still smiling. Not because he was okay, but because he refused to let pain steal his dream. You feel it too, that quiet moment at night, Ma, when doubts get louder. When you ask yourself, is this even worth it? And no one is there to reply. That's the hardest battle, not against the world, but against your own mind. And that's exactly why this moment matters. Because if you can survive this silence, you can survive anything. Pain didn't break you. Loneliness didn't stop you. Fear didn't finish you. It forged you. Luffy's greatest power was never his strength. It was his heart. The ability to keep moving, even when everything hurts. And now, that same fire is burning inside you. Quiet, unseen, but unstoppable. You don't need to shout. Your growth will speak for you. This is the moment everything collides. Fear and courage, pain and purpose. The past version of you stands in front of the future you. Only one survives. Luffy didn't step forward because he knew he'd win. He stepped forward because backing down was never an option. This is the final stand. No excuses left and no strength saved, just raw willpower. Every scar you earned, every loss you survived, they all lead here. The world may be bigger, the enemy may be stronger, but your spirit, unbreakable. You don't run. You don't hesitate. You move forward even if your legs are shaking. Because courage isn't the absence of fear. It's action despite fear. This is where legends are decided, not by talent, not by luck, but by who refuses to fall. And when you throw that final punch, it's not just for victory. It's for every version of you that almost gave up. This is your declaration to the world. In the end, it was never about proving them wrong. It was about proving yourself right. Luffy didn't chase greatness. He chased freedom, and greatness followed. You don't need permission to dream big. You don't need approval to rise. All you need is the courage to keep moving forward when the world tells you to stop. Remember this, kings are not chosen. Legends are not born. They are built through pain, persistence, and belief. The era of doubting yourself ends here. The era of standing tall begins now. So when life tests you again, smile, step forward, and say, I'm not done yet. And after the battle, after the noise fades, after the dust settles, you don't celebrate loudly. You don't brag. You don't explain. Just like Luffy, you smile, because you already know. This was never your final form. What you achieved today was only proof that quitting was never an option. The world will look at you differently now. Some with respect, some with fear, some pretending they believed in you all along. Let them. You don't need witnesses to validate your journey. Your growth is the evidence. Your discipline is the receipt. Your mindset is the weapon. From this moment on, you walk like someone who has survived the storm. Calm, focused, dangerous. And if the world dares to test you again, you won't talk. You'll rise. One last thing before this ends. If no one has told you this yet, I'm proud of you. For staying when quitting was easier. For fighting when no one was watching. For believing in a dream that only you could see. Luffy became a symbol, not because he never fell, but because he always stood back up. And now, that same choice is yours. The road ahead won't be easier, but you will be stronger. So walk forward, with your head high, with scars that tell your story, and a fire that can't be stolen, because legends don't ask, can I? They declare, watch me.